and welcome to J. Doyle Field for a contest between the Knights of Old Bridge and the home team, the East Brunswick Bears. I'm Rich Whalen. I'm joined here by Frank Noppenberger, and this is a little different the last few years with Old Bridge, East Brunswick, right? They, always played on Thanksgiving. Now we have this game late September. Bears and Old Bridge both 0-4, so both teams have been struggling a little bit.
Yeah, it used to be. It's a great rivalry. Unfortunately, Old Bridge, Madison Central part of that probably got the edge on us as far as wins, but it's always a hard-fought game. It used to be Thanksgiving, like you said, for a while. Then there was talk about moving into the first game of the year because Thanksgiving, the state is trying to abolish that, except for a few schools for the state playoffs. So now it's just filtered into the regular schedule. But both teams 0-4, and neither team wants to be 0-5.
No, exactly. And, if you kind of look at the scores with East Brunswick, I know they lost a tough one at home a couple weeks ago to Monroe, 21-20. So that was a nice competitive game. Old Bridge has played a couple competitive games. So they have one team that they both played, South Brunswick. Old Bridge lost a shootout to them, 44-38 in the East Brunswick last week, traveled there and kind of had a tough go of it. And I think, one thing is their offense has been struggling a little bit, but, East Brunswick offensively, they're throwing the ball a lot more than they have in years past. So Vito Tropiano is leading that as their quarterback. Ryan Bennett's a guy to look for. He's out there as one of the captains right here, number 22. He's plays both ways, tough player on defense. He runs the ball, catches the ball.
Kind of the tight end, is that correct?
Yeah, he kind of plays all over. He runs the ball. He'll split out sometimes a little bit. Really impressed defensively with the Bears. George Krostowitz is only a sophomore. He's had a lot of tackles. I like the way that he plays. So, there's a lot of positives for East Brunswick. They just have to, kind of put a full game together here. And like you said, both teams are searching for that first win. So I'm sure they're, both looking to be real competitive here and try to get that win.
Yeah, my thing is, after talking to Coach Steinfeld, especially after the Monroe game, is we got to start doing things to give the kids confidence. I don't mean taking chances like 4th and 28, but the kids right now need confidence, and that's something maybe we could talk about later. Is how in the game of football can you build confidence into a team?
All right.
Like what we tried to do there to shake things up. I think that was an onside kick attempt, and it wasn't a bad kick.
No,
it wasn't a bad kick. They didn't get out there to get it.
Exactly. So,
Old Bridge is probably worrying about some trick plays because they're used to Marcus. Remember Marcus?
Oh yeah.
We used to run the fumble Ruski, and Andy Steinfeld played for him and coached for him, so he's probably got that same mentality. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, here's Old Bridge. They're on their own 47-yard line, so pretty good field position. They have a new quarterback. That's number 16, Brody Nugent. They're throwing the ball a lot more this year. He almost has 600 yards rushing and rush up the middle. Pretty good yards there.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
Now, he's new this season, or is
new this season? He's a sophomore, so they had a pretty good quarterback last year that graduated, Brady Cavallero. So they have to replace him, but he's starting to get some confidence, it looks like.
That Nugent, that I think that is an Old Bridge name. We'd have to check the archives, but it sounds like it's a familiar name.
All right, and that's another run for Old Bridge, number 2, so another good carry on Old Bridge there on first down.
The kid dances a little there, right?
Yeah, he's a junior. That's Stephen Davies. Yeah, he's got that quick lateral movement there. So right now, Old Bridge, like they've done in the past, a lot of running these first 2 plays up the middle there.
No huddle, right?
No huddle, yeah. All right, so Old Bridge is on their own, East Brunswick's 31, and they're going to keep it on the ground here. And pretty good yards. That's going to be about
close to a first, right?
So they're really attacking that middle of the East Brunswick defense there. That was number 57 for the Bears, and that was Brian Marmion. He's a senior, so good tackle there. Unfortunately, just a little bit past where they needed that first down. So Old Bridge gets their second first down on this drive.
And they're definitely in 4-down territory.
All right, so
same formation.
Same formation.
Split,
2 wide outs.
Wing.
And there's Davies again. Nice play by number 10, Derek Christie there, coming in from his defensive end position. But again, even though nice play there, Old Bridge still gets about 5 on the carry there. So it's going to be a 2nd and 5 from the Bears, about 22-yard line.
Seems like their offensive line is beating us off the ball and creating havoc.
Yeah, and they have a couple big guys there, especially on that right side.
Oh yeah,
on the line.
The right guard.
Yep, right guard, right tackle there. So number 15 in motion, and they're going to fake it left. He actually throws lefty here, and good tackle there by East Brunswick.
Yeah, I'm always confused. So they're moving the ball on the ground, and then they run a square out for 1 yard.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Sometimes us as coaches, we sometimes outthink ourselves.
So like you said, though, it's going to be 4-down territory here, unless Old Bridge would maybe want to try a field goal. They're probably, for most high school kickers, this is probably the max of where you're going to look for a field goal. So it's going to be a 3rd and 5. They got no yardage on that play. So now we see four wideouts. One guy in motion is going to fake it and keep it, and he's going to have enough for that first down there. So that's one thing I noticed also coming into the game. This quarterback for Old Bridge, Nugent, he also leads the team in rushing yards. So he's not afraid to put the ball down and run with it as well.
Got some nice quick feet there also. Think that was a true option, or?
Yeah, I mean, I think he could have made the read there. It looked like he kind of saw the opening in the middle there and kept it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's going to be a score. It looks like if they give him it. Yep, and that's going to be a touchdown.
That quickness, you know, in every sport, as you know, quickness.
So that's a 19-yard touchdown run with the 8:42 left in this first quarter. So Old Bridge goes up 6-0. And that was number 2, Stephen Davies on the run. Showing some good speed there. So this is number 43 for the Knights. Joshua Endez is looking to go.
A lefty kicker.
Yeah.
Huh?
That was low. That was blocked.
We got a hand on it on the defensive left side.
Looked to me like maybe number 10, Derek Christie, got his hand in there. So, hey, you never know. Things like that could come back to haunt the Knights there, and good, at least a positive play there for the Bears.
Right.
So the Bears gambled a little bit right with the onside kick to give Old Bridge
good field position,
and Old Bridge took advantage of it. And not other than that 19-yard touchdown run, not too many huge plays, but some nice chunk plays. They had that one big 3rd down conversion where we think they probably would have gone for it anyway.
Right. And see, but I mean, I'm thinking Coach has got to do things to get the kids excited.
Yeah. Listen, I have no problem with that.
Enthusiasm and excitement at the high school level means so much.
Yeah, and if they get it, they have some momentum on their side too. Right. So let's see if special teams can make a big play.
Who do we got deep there?
That's Ryan Bennett, number 22. All right, and if that goes in the end zone, that's just going to be a touchback. So he's happy that ball rolled in there.
Yeah, it was close.
It was close. He was thinking he might have to pick that up. So, this is obviously one thing East Brunswick, the offense, they got to get some drives together. So the games that I've watched here, they've had some good moments. It's kind of putting, a drive together. Mm-hmm. So,
And would you say it's a different type of offensive philosophy as compared to when we had Salamini running the option?
100%, right. Ben Salamini rushed for 1,000 yards last year. you know, and obviously with Vito with his ACL with that brace, he's really not very mobile. So there's Tropiano, and that's to Bennett, but that was read perfectly by Oldbridge there, so that's going to be about a 5-yard loss. So I like the safe play there. Just Oldbridge was the right defense for that and read that right away. So
I mean, I've seen him break tackles, but he just didn't have. He caught the ball and the defense was on him right away.
Exactly. So we got 4 wide here, Tropiano, and that's
okay.
Logan
We're getting
Conradi.
something out of that.
That's good play. They're going to get it 7 yards back there, so it's going to be 3rd and 8. And that was number 21, Logan Conradi. He's been one of the top receivers for the Bears as well this year. So nice throw by Tropiano. Good protection by the offensive line there of the Bears. And
I like this trips out here.
Yep.
Oh, they can't cover all 3 guys.
There
he is. He's wide open. I saw that right away.
And good job there. That's number 13. That's Ethan Hernandez.
Yeah, the safety was way, way off him, and all he had to do was go 8 yards. I don't know if that was a read or a call play. 8 yards, turn around.
Yep. And he probably caught it about a yard or 2 short, but did the right thing, turned upfield, north and south, got those yards. So East Brunswick I like the pace East Brunswick offensively too here.
Look at the cushion we're getting from the inside receiver. Oh boy.
And that just dropped down, number 15 for Oldbridge there. Almost came up with that one.
They're giving the inside receiver an enormous cushion.
Yeah, they're sort of like, yeah, you're right. They're playing way back.
Almost like the opposite of, you know, an inverted defense.
All right, so they got 3 wide down here. And they're going to run with Bennett, and that's a good, nice run. He's going to get about 6 on the play. It's going to be about a 3rd and 4.
Very doable.
Very doable, yep. So that was a good run by him. Good run, good blocking by the offensive line as well. Gave him a nice crease. And I do like East Brunswick with this up-tempo playing. Hopefully can get them in a little bit of rhythm. And this is what the get downs they have to be successful with. They already have 1 3rd down conversion. So ball on their own 38, need to get to the 42. Tropiano's going to throw it to Bennett, and Bennett's going to get up the field. Nice.
He's got it.
Yep, lowered his shoulder. Knew he was going to take a hit and got the 1st down. So real positives right now, right? 2 3rd downs, 2 nice pickups.
Nice drives, right?
Nice safe throws. You know, Tropiano's, which he has done for most of the time I've seen here, getting the ball out of his hands pretty quickly and kind of taking what the defense has given him here. And some good play calls.
6 minutes to go in the 6.5 to go in the first quarter. First half is flying by.
All right.
First quarter.
Yep, so Tropiano from the shotgun again. Ooh, nice catch, nice
breakaway.
throw. Hit him right in stride, and Christie did a great job there of using his hands to catch it, and that's a nice big play by the Bears. And they're going to be in Oldbridge territory now. We're going to mark them down at about the 38-yard line, 39-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 39, and I do like this. They're in a rhythm here. I like the pace.
Look at that. We got everyone's wide out. No one behind the no running back.
And we got Bennett, Conradi, and Hernandez down on the bottom side here. And that's going to be looks like Derek Christie again. And like you said, they don't giving that cushion. Listen, let's run 5 yards, turn around.
So defensively, do you blitz? Do you blitz on the outside? Obviously, none of the defenders have their hands up.
Well, yeah, except for the one they knocked down, right? So you want to, if you can't get there, you want to do that.
Because I don't think he's a threat to run.
Right.
Run the threat.
And there's Hernandez in motion.
And there he goes and runs.
Look at, there he goes.
Oh, and that gets the place excited.
Yeah, the sideline was excited, exactly. We haven't seen that too much, so he's probably feeling a little bit more comfortable with his leg there.
Right. So now we're in 4 down territory.
And this is what they haven't, at least when I've been watching, they haven't really put together these drives. So this is a good one. Another first down. They're knocking on the red zone. So on the 28-yard line, Tropiano staying in that shotgun. We got Jacob Howard as the back now, and he's taking a chance. That should be a flag there, and it is. That was an easy one there. That was number 20 for the Knights. Had his arm around Bennett.
They can't handle that man-to-man. They're man-to-man, obviously. We see that. And they just can't handle it.
Yeah, and East Brunswick has been, and there you go. We got the call there. Great job by our camera crew. Yeah, and that's one thing East Brunswick has a little bit of trouble is getting some space, and they've, the cushion like you've talked about, they've been open, and now they're starting to stretch the field a little bit as well, because now obviously Old Bridge is probably saying we're giving up these ones underneath, and then that's going to open up some things.
Now this is harder because it's a shorter field, so there's
And I like this. I know we don't have heights or weights for Old Bridge, but I've been saying this for a while. I like the matchup down on the bottom wherever Derek Christie is, especially with that small cornerback. Number 3, not that you do it now, but at some point you maybe take a chance to.
Now look at the cushion we got on our slot man. What was that? 20.
Yep, number 21, Logan Conrari. Low snap, good job, and here's number 13, Ethan Hernandez. And he's not gonna get anything, actually gonna lose about 4 yards on the play.
Well, boy, they came flying up, so now they're set up for the halfback pass. You see them come flying up?
Yep. All right, so we got Tropiano from the shotgun. Howard in the backfield with him. He's looking down at Christie, little up, and he's got him there. Oh, just overthrew him a little bit.
Yeah, that's a tough pass.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, how about the center? Every snap has been right on. Good for that. Give me a shout out to that center. Can you read his?
Yeah, I believe that's, if it's the same guy that's been playing for them, I believe that's might be number 51. Marcelo Perez, that's who has been doing it for the Bears, and yep, he's still out there, yep.
Yeah, he's doing a great, watch he fumble now. If he fumbles now, I'm never going to say another word.
And then Hernandez in motion, they're going to give it to Howard. All right, so now it's 4th, they're going to say he fumbled the ball. But no, they're going to call him down. Old Bridge was calling for that. So lost maybe a yard on the play, so now it's 4th and about 14.
You know, when this afternoon, I thought the wind was going to be a factor in this game.
Right.
But if you look at the American flag out there, it's still, it's not even moving. So maybe that storm.
Yeah, we're going to go for the field goal here. I was wondering on that 3rd down why they would run it, but I guess they were thinking maybe they were going to try the field goal if they didn't get it. So this is number 28 for the Bears. This is Nick Maroon. He's a senior. It's going to end up being a 34-yarder, which is a nice little boot. And Old Bridge might have went offside, it looks like. That was no good. I think they might have got him to jump.
The right inside defensive side is what they jumped.
Nope, that's on East Brunswick. And that's going to be tough at 5 yards because that ball.
Now, can they can deny that, or it's one of those you can't deny because it was before the snap?
I think it's right. It's because it's before the snap. So now. Looks like the offense is, so I guess they're going to go for it here because now the offense is going to be out there. So now they're going to move them back 5. So now it's going to be about a 4th and about 18. So they have to get inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line, and the ball's on the 23. So
now they're playing them tight. Now they're playing them tight. So they're going to let them go right by them and get past interference.
Oh. All right, so Old Bridge will take over. Kind of, listen, you get some good things with that drive. They had a couple 3rd down conversions. They moved the ball, but then, it's you get inside that 20-yard line, and like you said, things get tighter.
Mm-hmm.
I think they had that one shot to Christie on that sort of
that
hitch
fade
play, but maybe overthrew a little bit. But some positives, but
I thought it was a nice drive.
yeah.
Now we got to get a stop here on defense.
All right, so still on the shotgun, and number 2 still with the ball, and he's does a good job moving around back there, but East Brunswick, pretty nice job. And one of the guys on the tackle who's also had a nice year for the Bears, number 2, Farouk Tajuddin. He's a junior. So he did a nice job there, but second about 7.
Oh boy!
That's
There's
a touchdown.
There's a pick 6.
And that's Conradi, and he's going to score.
Okay.
And no flags on the play.
What did I say before? They're driving, and now they try to throw the ball an out to the wide side of the field.
Yeah. So we'll call it. I don't know exactly. I'm going to call it about a 35-yard return by Logan Carter.
He got it around the 40, 35,
yep.
Absolutely.
So big play by the Bears, and kind of Conradi was looking in the backfield and read his eyes. The receiver kept going deep, but the ball was thrown, so good read by Conradi here. And here we go with that missed extra point by Old Bridge. East Brunswick could take a 7-6 lead.
2:38 left.
So we'll see if Nick Maroon here can put the Bears up. Nice turn of events. And that looks perfect.
Man. Smacked that one.
Yeah,
Good job, Nick.
All right, so Bears take a 7-6 lead.
A nice defensive score. Nice pick 6.
And I was talking to one of the coaches, Alan Grossholz, before the game, and we were talking about the Old Bridge, and I know it started in '95, which I was on that team. We ended up winning the first time, but I think it's 19-3 Old Bridge. So.
Okay, we won
right.
The first one?
The first one we won.
We won the dedication of the field here, and then I think we won Marcus's last year.
Yeah, so it's been
lopsided at the Battle of Route 18.
Hate saying it, but we have to admit it. So these are ones that East Brunswick fans, really would like to get here.
Oh yeah, it's funny you're saying that. The rivalry right now in boys and girls soccer, volleyball, certainly track, both powers are track, and football, they've had the edge. But hey, anything can happen here. High school football, enthusiasm, mistakes.
Yep. All right, so here's Maroon. He's
going to boot it deep.
And that's I think that's number 2, the running back there. All right, good coverage there by the Bears.
What do you think? Think he'll throw it this series?
Yeah, I know. And that looked like number 4, Adrian Pena, who actually we saw come in one game. Bears were losing, by a lot, but he came in and did a good job running the ball with some energy. So give him credit. He's a senior doing a great job on special teams. All right. And there you go. Ball's on the ground, but Bears do a little bit better job there of closing that middle, clogging that middle up. And you know what? A play like East Brunswick has can kind of give you a little bit of momentum there, and a little energy.
Confidence.
Yep, number 55 for the Bears. One of a host of Bears in on that play. That's a sophomore, Sean Nieves. So nice seeing those younger guys play. All right, and tripped them up.
But I think that was more of a broken play, too.
Yeah, that was number 32, George Crosswith, did a good job. Also give 57, Brian Marmion. He was on that end position and made him cut it up. So this is a big down here by the Bears.
A long 2, right?
Yeah, third and a long 2. A short 2. Yeah, long 2. All right, and they're going to give it to number 6.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no, he got the corner, but got able to push him out of bounds. So that's Jaden Griffith, who's a junior. We haven't seen too much out of him yet.
He's got some speed there, huh?
Yeah. All right, so Old Bridge does get the first down there. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the Bears' 47-yard line. Davies with the carry up the middle, and that's been pretty good to Old Bridge.
Boy, they like the right side of that line, huh?
Yeah, he's going to get about 8 on the play, 7 or 8 on the play.
Looking for some sort of a reverse or a counter to come back
Yeah.
this way because we're flying over.
Wait, that is a good call, yep.
Especially the wide side of the field.
Looks like Old Bridge is slowed down a little bit too, their pace. They're huddling up, they're taking their time a little bit more. Only 45 seconds left in this first quarter. So Nugent from the shotgun. Gonna give it to the guy in motion again, and this is number 13, and they've had some room there. Nice cut up there.
Oh boy.
Wow, really nice cut. Conradi was able to get him down, but not after he gets down to the Bears' 5-yard line. That was number 13, Pietro Gambino, and he's actually the leading receiver for the Knights. So now they go to that no huddle.
Right, makes sense.
Yep. All right, now they're going to look over.
I'm impressed with both centers, their snaps.
And Nugent's going to keep it, and he's going to walk in there untouched pretty much.
Yeah.
So 5-yard touchdown run. I think Old Bridge to see if they go for 2 or they kick the extra point. Looks like they're bringing the extra point.
Yeah, I guess it's early.
Yeah, exactly. And that's with 13 seconds left in this first quarter. A lot of scoring.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Bears block the first extra point. Let's see what Old Bridge does here. All right, that one is good.
Yeah, it looked like a pretty good kick.
All right, so Old Bridge gets the lead back 13-7. So two possessions for Old Bridge, 2 scores, right? Am I right with that?
Yeah.
Both
Well, the one possession was a pick 6.
Oh, that's right.
Does that
exactly.
count as the possession?
Yeah,
It's gotta
yeah,
count
they
as
have the ball, right?
George, 13 seconds.
A lot more running that possession, like you were saying for Old Bridge, right? They
Yeah.
didn't.
Sometimes coaches, we you know, they got a couple kids, including the quarterback. They kind of glide, you know, with the ball. You know, they got that smooth run.
Yep. All right, so here we go. We got 13 seconds left. We got Ryan Bennett deep for the Bears. All right, they're going to kick it to Bennett. He's going to have a chance here.
Oh
Up,
boy!
Dropped it. Let's pick it up. All right, and does a nice job here. He's going to get it to about the 40.
That always happens.
It
on
does.
Like right? Not always, but
A lot of times, you're right. You relax on the coverage a little bit because he fumbles it. You get out of position a little bit. So,
well, it was good. That gets us out of it was about the 15.
yeah.
Now we're back on the 40.
Yep, they're going to mark it on the 41, it looks like. So,
And then still 2 seconds to go in the half. Quarter.
yeah, so it's going to be interesting here. Bears had a lot of success, or have a lot of success this quarter throwing that short pass. Old Bridge has been given a pretty good cushion.
Look at this. They got 1, 2, 3. Look. Now look at the inside
Yeah,
guy down here.
yep.
And oh boy.
He fumbled it. Just a matter of who got it. Howard fumbled up. It's going to be Old Bridge ball.
You know, mistakes. You can't make mistakes. Unfortunately, well, Old Bridge saw that.
Yeah, no,
six.
he kind of got hit, and they, just how he was holding the ball there,
Right,
just popped right out.
So that's the end of the quarter.
Now they're saying, are they saying that it's Old Bridge's
ball? I thought.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I thought maybe they were talking about something, but I thought so. Right.
I liked our approach in that first quarter. The aggressiveness gave confidence to everyone.
Yeah,
especially the receiving crew and the snapper, the quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay, for a minute here, let me just brag about our girls soccer team. They're currently 6-0-1. We're supposed to play a big game against Monroe tomorrow, which could help decide the winner of the division. However, I think it's been postponed already because of the anticipation of poor weather, which is a good move. Why play the game? Because you got turf just to say you can play it. It's an important game. So Coach Brady's got the team back on track, same type. We don't score a lot of goals. We play tough D, and good luck to them as they continue their quest for a division, GMC, and state title.
All right, so Old Bridge off the turnover has good field position again. Yep.
The clock. He wants to get 12 minutes up on the clock, I think. That was me bothering the clock guy. Everyone with the double splits now, right?
Yeah.
Remember, there used to be fullbacks, three.
Yeah, it's not like that anymore.
Remember the old wishbone?
Yep. All right. Looking deep. And there's a flag. I think there's a hold on that. Yeah. They're good pressure by the Bears.
Okay, so three pass plays, one for 1 yard, one interception, and a holding.
Yep. And they're gonna decline it here. They said they're gonna make it 2nd and 10.
Well, it'd be more than 10, right? Isn't it where the holding occurred, or no? Where will the ball be placed?
That's a good question.
Yeah, they moved it. They moved it back to where the hold is.
Oh, so they took it now.
No, they declined it.
Oh, okay, Coach. Yes, but they get right.
I think it's where
it
holding occurred.
Exactly. All right, so 2nd and about 16. So Nugent from the shotgun. And great tackle by Bennett there, Ryan Bennett. He, because if he didn't tackle him, he had some yards after that. That was the leading receiver for the Knights, Gambino.
He's all over the place, Bennett. Huh?
Yeah, no, he's.
Isn't he a basketball player too?
No, no, he's not. All right, so 3rd and 13 here. Knights have to touch the ball to about the 27-yard line. You got to watch with his legs here, Nugent. If things break down, he's pretty good at running it. He kept his head down the field. Really nice play.
Throw.
Yeah. Really nice throw.
Did he get the first? Yeah, he did get the first. Not by a lot.
That was Xavier Diaz.
Running right, squared up, and threw a bullet. That was a nice catch for the receiver. Always got to give a little credit to the receiver. He caught that with his hands.
And that was a tough cover for the linebacker there, Tajuddin, who's had a nice year defensively. It's a quick guy he's guarding there. He's got a little more size than. And there's Davies. Good job there by the Bears. A couple guys going after the ball a little bit too, which I like to see. He looks like he's hobbling a little bit.
Not sure who's down, Coach.
Yeah, that's the running back. That's number 2, Stephen Davies. So we have some other stuff.
Oh, okay,
yeah, we'll go over some more of the
How about boys soccer? It's an atypical year for them. They're 1-3-1, but they tied Joe's the other day, and they've got a tough schedule. Central Jersey, especially the Red Division boys soccer, is loaded this year. South Brunswick, North Brunswick, New Brunswick, and certainly Monroe. So the record isn't truly indicative of how good we are. Plus, it's early in the year. It's a young team. So I think they're going to make some noise in the GMC tournament. And that tournament that Monroe runs is supposed to be tomorrow again, but because of the weather, that's been postponed. So Coach McKibben's got the kids playing with a lot of desire. And the game that Mr. McAvoy and I did the other day with them, we both concluded that it's a young team. They moved a lot of kids around because of injuries, and they're just getting used to the new positions and each other. And, you talk about how can you, that's what sports is about. You're getting used to what your teammates are capable of doing or not doing. So they're going to be okay. Field hockey, how about field hockey?
Wow.
5-0. Two-time defending GMC champ. Probably favored to be the GMC champ again 3 in a row. I don't know if any team from the GMC has done that. I'll have to research that. Coach Puerto Rico is doing a real good job with the girls.
They're having a great run, right?
Yeah,
they've just been great.
And they'll play Monroe on the 23rd. Oh, that kid's doesn't look good.
No, it's his right leg. It looked kind of like they were working on his knee, maybe. So let's hope for his sake it's one of those things where he banged it and it's just a bone bruise or something like that.
He's not putting pressure on.
No.
So it's 2nd and 6. What's that ball on the
right
20?
past the 20, yeah, so about the 19, so it's going to be about 2nd and 6. They'll have to get just inside the 15-yard line.
Okay, the clock is running.
Is Coach Seinfeld calling the timeout?
No, I think we're going to put some time back on the clock.
Okay. We're supposed to go on already with that.
All right, so 2nd and 6. New running back in there. We're hoping number 2 is okay. This is Jaden Endez, who's a sophomore behind. And you know why that he shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, all you do
right?
is look at the ball.
You're looking at the ball.
Plus they're running the ball. I would bet they're running the ball. Where's he
Right.
going? Unless he thinks they're throwing the ball and he's getting the heebie-jeebies out there and wants to beat them.
Yeah, you got a number 18's, only a sophomore, but right?
That's my 4th one, pass play. The 4th one. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you're right, though. You're right. So Nugent staying in this shotgun. He's looking deep. He's got number 1 open, and he finds him.
Hey, that was a nice pass.
Yeah.
He had a nice drill on that.
And couple big plays to number 1, Xavier Davis. We don't have the height on him, but he can't be more than about 5'6". He's a little guy over there, but ran right down the middle.
Now there's no way they're passing the ball.
All right, so that was Diaz, number 21 for Old Bridge. Ended up getting maybe about 3 or 4 on the play, so they're going to be inside the 5. And we got one of Old Bridge linemen who is coming up a little lame there, number 53, the center. That's Jason Bloom. So 2nd and goal. Going to give it to. Good job by the Bears there. That was Bennett who came in late and made sure he couldn't get off.
Good gang tackling there. One guy held on.
And they got to watch with.
There goes that one lineman going out.
Yeah.
Bit of a limp.
And we got to watch Nugent, too,
Yeah.
pulling that ball. He did that on his touchdown run earlier. So Bears got to be aware of that. He will run with the ball. So this is probably 4-down territory, I would think, unless they want to kick the field goal and, you know, they go up 2 possessions, but they're inside the 5.
Oh, boy.
Good play there, and that's number 2 for the Bears, Tajuddin. And they're going to kick it here because they're going to move back outside the 5 to about the 6-yard line.
Oh, the Bears are making adjustments defensively. It was a nice goal line stand there.
Yeah.
If it could be called.
Yeah. I think it helps number 2 not being in there too, Davies. But here we go. This is going to put them up 2 possessions. This will put them up 9 if they make it here. This is going to be a 24-yard field goal. High snap, but the pretty good hold, and snuck it in there, I think. So that was Endez. So 24-yard field goal with 7:55 left in the second quarter puts Old Bridge up 16-7. But I think a mini, like you said, a mini win there for the East Brunswick defense. They didn't give up 6.
So we got to answer. You know, this is the Joe Torre thing. You know, you got to answer. You don't have to get a touchdown here, but let's answer with something. And
the nice thing, you're thinking of this as a coach too. The Bears do get the ball to start the second half. They tried the onside kick to start, so would really be nice. Have a nice long drive here.
Right.
You know, points would be great, but you know, because you do have that ball to start the second half. So they've been kicking it deep to Bennett. Bennett had a really nice run on a bobble.
Yeah, that was, you know, the little things that we're doing now is really impressive. The gang tackling a couple times there. Bennett picking that ball up.
And that's going to be Conradi from about his own 20. Does a nice job going north and south. And again, the Bears good field position. They're going to be
the 40.
Yeah, they're going to be about their 40, 41-yard line.
Couple first downs and we're in 4-down territory.
Now, obviously, if Old Bridge keeps playing, you know, that gives them that space. I think they, you know, keep throwing it underneath and things like that. But this isn't a bad, you know, play to. I know you've been talking about maybe some type of
halfback pass,
halfback, something like that off of first down here.
Yeah, that's when you should do it. But then if you're a righty, unless one of our kids is lefty, I don't think you want to go to the short side.
And I like Derek Christie in this tight end spot on here. There's Bennett, good run.
Oh man,
yeah,
good 9 yards.
Yep, good push by the offensive line of the Bears as well. Yeah, 2nd and 8.
Nice play calling there, you know.
Yeah. And I like the up tempo again by the Bears here.
Get the first.
Yep. And
let's just get the first.
Here's Tropiano. Conradi in motion. He's going to throw it to him. Get up and north. Good job getting north and south. Get the first down. Yep. Gets about 7 or 8 on the play. Bears are rolling here. And the offensive line for the Bears has done a really nice job giving time, holding their blocks really well.
Receiver's doing a good job catching the ball, and the quarterback, he's putting it right on the money.
Yeah, he's getting rid of it quick. Receivers are taking what the defense gives them, lowering their shoulder and getting a couple extra yards. So here's Tropiano. He's looking at Christie, and that's just a nice catch, a nice job.
It's at least 5 or 6.
It's almost like he's just turning and boxing the guy up behind him. He's got good size, and hey.
He used to call that a pinwheel on the guy. Like in basketball, you would put your foot in between his legs and pivot, and stick your butt out and keep him on your back.
Yeah, it's 6 yards, right? 2nd and 4. And there's Tropiano. He's going to give it to number 2. Good run there.
Oh, good power.
Yeah, he's going to probably have the first down there, I think, with that side is.
Sideline's getting excited.
And we haven't seen him at least too much the games I've done, Farouk Tajuddin, but, you know, nice run there.
Nice forward lean.
Yep.
And how about in the back of their minds got to be, you know, or a quarterback running the ball. He got 6 at one time.
Yeah.
That's always got to be in the back of your mind. You can't ignore him. He'll take the 6, 8 yards.
All right, trips up top there. Tropiano.
Oh,
It's
boy.
looking that way, yeah. They kind of, they just came with people there on that one. So that would have been a nice play if the Bears had something quick to get rid of it right away. Tropiano took a little bit more of a drop back there, and Old Bridge was coming with some pressure there, which I think was smart because Tropiano has had a lot of time. So I think they got to start mixing in, sending some people here and there.
We only lost 5 yards on that. No, we lost more. That's right.
Yeah, about 7 on it. So it's going to be about. And there's Bennett holding on to the ball. Ed did a pretty good job of holding on. The Aldrich went for that. So he's going to get about 3 or 4 on the play. So it's going to be maybe a third and about 12-ish.
You don't have to get all 12.
Nope. So they're on the 35, so they got to get to about the 23.
If you're not sure, it'd be a good time to get a timeout here. If you're not sure what you want to call, but I like the trips.
And I like Christie on the bottom here. Give a chance down here.
And that's where they went.
And there's interference. And they saw what we saw up here. Little guy number 3 on him. And the problem with that defensively, not only
why are they bringing it back? Oh, it's from the line of
so they got to mark it off. It's and number 3 seems like he's talking a lot over there for Old Bridge. You know, I wouldn't be if I just had the penalty, but
get a first?
Yeah, it's first down.
Because it was short of that 2nd yard marker. I'm confused by that whole.
Yeah, well, you know what? They
episode.
have the different penalties in different levels, right? With what happened. All right, so Bears are still in business here. 4:39. Going to give it to Tajuddin. Probably with this forward progress, they'll give him about 2 or 3, so it's going to be about a 2nd and 8. And clock is churning here. We're down to about a little over 4 minutes left in this 2nd quarter.
I don't think we've used one, so we've got them all.
Yep. Old Bridge is up 16-7. Bears one
Look
score.
at they're short of a receiver, a defender over there.
And Christie's, he's got him.
Intercepted.
He caught it. There's a touchdown.
What a catch.
Great catch, because that ball probably should have been thrown a little bit higher. I don't think number 3's saying too much now, so Derek Christie will call it. I think it was about a 22-yard touchdown pass. I should be looking at the yardage.
6'2", 170, threw it right over his head.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a throw.
Heck of a throw, heck of a catch, too, because he had to kind of reach down and use his hand. So they're going to.
Got to go for one.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. There's a lot of scoring. That's the only issue.
All right, and then everything looked perfect there.
Good job.
All right.
So here's a question. Hopefully you got the answer. If not, I'll ask an official sometime. The holder did not have the mouthpiece in.
Okay.
College, they got mouthpieces, but they're not in. You don't have to have the mouthpiece in there?
That's beyond. I don't know what the rule is for that.
Yeah. Because I thought if you didn't have your mouthpiece, it was 15 yards. But in college, you see it hanging out. I think the holder had it hanging out during that extra point.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it is, and one of those things that's
minor.
not really. They don't enforce it.
minor.
They might
It's
warn you.
Yeah, it's a safety thing. All right, well, they got 4 minutes, we just got to keep them out of the end zone, or
Yeah, and listen, I will have to keep a look, but Old Bridge, lost their starting tailback. They lost their center. We'll have to see if those guys come back in here. But then East Brunswick was coming off a nice stop where they, held them to a field goal. So that the Bears have a lot of momentum here and a great, I think probably the best drive I've seen.
Yeah, it was a good drive
of the year. So a lot of positive momentum. Let's special teams got to pin them back here too. So they're going to kick it deep. And that looks like number 6 for Old Bridge.
Oh, he likes the sideline, huh?
Yeah. All right, it looks like he stepped out about the 39-yard line.
Well, they have all their timeouts left.
Yep, I don't think either team, I don't think has called.
It's interesting. Old Bridge came out with that no huddle, bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, they've kind of slowed down a little bit here. All right, here's Nugent from the shotgun. Start off in pretty good field position from their own 39. All right, good stop by the Bears. Yeah, that was Krostowitz, number 32. He's only a sophomore. I like the way he plays, really aggressive. And that's only about a gain of 2, so 2nd and 8. Old Bridge needs to get just to about the 49.
It's a different Old Bridge look. Now they're huddling up again.
Yeah, he's,
I mean, I know they're winning.
Yeah.
But, you want to answer. You don't want to give the ball back.
Here's Nugent, and he's going to hand off up the middle.
All right.
Yeah.
They need 4.
They need about, where the spot is, they're going to need about 4. They're going to have to get to the 49. They're going to mark it at the 46. So let's call it 3rd and, maybe a long 3. And clock is running here. I mean,
Yeah, I guess there's no urgency on their part. Yeah, they're winning.
Still got Endez in the backfield. He's in for number 2, Davies, who went down and looked like a knee injury. Good tackle, but just a little bit past.
Placement. It's the placement. Oh, I guess it's a first.
And number 57 for the Bears, Marmion, did the right thing. He's coming in from that defensive end position, and he kind of, has that duty to keep him inside. And Tajuddin made a nice play, but just about a yard past where they needed it.
Okay, so that's a Bear timeout. 2:18 to go. And I guess, Andy wants to settle him down. Tell him the distance.
Yeah.
They still got a long way to go.
Yeah, and I think where the Knights are at right now, if the Bears somehow do stop them here and they don't get the first down, I would think if you're Old Bridge, and obviously I think Bears, would take a timeout on, before the time goes,
right.
They'd have to kick it here. So I think you're going to see Old Bridge, I would think, keep it on the ground here, let that time run. If they can make a big play here, maybe get a little more aggressive. But they're in pretty good field position, too, and Bears do get it. So they're going to throw the ball here. Nugent fakes and looks to go deep. Oh, he's got a man.
Catch. Man, these receivers on both sides. Was that a 3rd down, Rich?
That was first down. They just got a first down before that. So that was a first down play. They're being aggressive. Like you said, Bears do get the ball to start the second half, so they're looking to score. They had a lot of time. Give the offensive line credit. They're going to go a little quicker, but they're looking for the play here on the side. 2 minutes left in this second quarter. Bears down by 2. Old Bridge will have to get the ball to about the 6 to get a first down. Nice play there. That was number 77 who kind of tripped them up first by the ankles. That's John Moritalo. He's a senior. So got him by the ankles. So it's going to be 2nd and 8.
So it's 2nd down.
Clock is running under a minute 30 now left.
They're going to come wide side, but something.
They like this bottom. They like going to number 1 and number 15 here. Motion man, they're going to give it to him, number 6, who's shown some good speed. Bears stop him short of that first down, so it's going to be 3rd and about 2, I'd say. And that's Jaden Griffin, number 6, showed some good speed, so it's 3rd and 2. Maybe call even a short 2, a long 1. Have to get it, looks like just to about the 6-yard line. 45 seconds left. They're going to throw it here. Good tackle by Howard there, so he's going to be short. Clock is going to stop.
But he got the first down.
Got the first down. I think Old Bridge will take a timeout here, I would think.
That was a tough pick. I guess I'm old school.
Up, they're running the clock here. I would, if you're Old Bridge, not that you want to give the Bears time. I guess you don't want to rush here, and you do have your timeouts.
Well, you're going to get 2 plays. Well,
yeah, you can call the timeout here. I guess you don't want to leave any time, but all right, Bears got to, let's see if they can hold them here. High snap a little bit. Nice play. That's 77 again.
Oh, it's this time management, this clock management. Holy smokers.
You don't want to go into halftime with all. So they call it with 14 seconds. Another nice play by number 77, John Mortellaro, senior.
Well, you can certainly get 2 plays off because you got a timeout, right?
Right. Well, Bears had one earlier. They had a nice goal line stop where they forced the field goal. Let's see if they have another one.
So this is 2nd and what? 3?
Yeah, second and goal from about the 3. Maybe about the. Thought he probably didn't even quite get there, but it looks like it's marked on about the 2.5-yard line, maybe. All right, so here we go.
We got split backs. I mean, double.
Yeah, 2 receivers
wideouts.
to each side. Going to motion man. They've been giving it to him a lot. They're going to throw it that way. Ooh, he did have him there, but kind of threw his hands at number 15.
No, you still got another time. You got another timeout. You got 14 seconds.
Yeah, this is one maybe, you know, you're if you're Old Bridge, you got to be thinking touchdown here, right? I mean, obviously a field goal, you know, extends your lead a little bit, but so this is one of those where
what's a field goal do for you?
I almost roll out. If I'm him, I roll out the quarterback and give him the chance to also run, and if you don't get it, you call timeout. But I think you might see it in his hands here, and his decision Nugent here. Roll him out a little bit, and I don't know about that. And that's a hold on Christie there, too, by the way, that they didn't call. He got ripped down.
Wow. You see the field goal group coming in?
I don't. I thought Derek Christie got ripped down, by the way, too, and he was right at where the play was. But East Brunswick.
This will be a great lift. Either way, it's going to be a lift if they get a field. Well, they're not going to go for the field goal.
Yeah, it doesn't look that way. And I think
19. What's 19 do for them? Nothing. Right?
I mean, you know, right.
Nothing. You got to go for 6. And just question their clock management.
Yeah.
Although,
I still like giving. I mean, I liked it more on third down, but I like giving their quarterback a kind of a chance to roll out, get guys to kind of come up maybe where you can throw it, or if they stay,
I'm big
where
on that.
you can run it.
I'm
you know?
big on that play too. They're going to put this guy in motion, and it'll be
They might
two
try to-
receivers and him, and he's just got to beat the end on the right side.
I'd like to see East Brunswick try to put a little pressure on this guy too, but you got to watch him running with it though too. They got him. They got him.
Wow.
Huge play there by the Bears. And they got all the momentum here.
They open up with the ball.
And they get the ball. All right, so we're here at halftime at J. Doyle. Bears are up. Old Bridge is up 16-14. A huge stop by the Bears to end the half there. And the Bears do get the ball to start the third quarter. We'll be right back with action from the third quarter in a minute. Okay, and welcome back to J. Doyle Field, and we're here to start the second half. Old Bridge Knights 16, East Brunswick Bears 14, and we have to give East Brunswick a lot of credit there. They're down 16-7, had a really great drive, capped off by a nice pass by Vito Tropiano to Derek Christie to make it 16-14, and then Old Bridge is knocking on the door there, and East Brunswick comes up with a huge goal line stand to keep it at this score, and then East Brunswick gets the ball to start this second half.
Yeah, well, here's my perspective as an observer. Is number one, we don't want to be satisfied. Hey, we're in the game. We did some nice things. Let's not be satisfied. And the kids got to be talking to one another. Hey, I believe we're going to do this. We can do this. So right now, it's the idea of maintain the enthusiasm that we had at the end of the half that you saw, and you got to believe. You got to believe.
No, exactly.
And one touchdown here is going to be enormous. So we're going to get the ball. And hopefully we'll have a nice drive, put the pressure on them. Now we're ahead. Now, are they going to throw the ball? Or if the running back isn't in, are they going to be able to run the ball?
Right, yeah, and they kind of got away from that a little bit. I mean, listen, they've had a couple plays with throwing the ball, but, I mean, the first quarter especially, and before their running back went down, they were very successful, running. And we were talking a little bit, maybe we'll see their quarterback maybe tuck it away a little more. So here we go.
But at the same time, I think we settled down.
Yeah.
I think we settled down more. Oh, boy.
And I think they just went out of bounds. I mean, the good news is, and that's a late flag, that's going to help. Number 21 for Old Bridge came in late. So it was going to be where East Brunswick starts off with really bad field position inside the 10, but I think we got a late hit there by Old Bridge.
Wow, that would be
huge.
That'd be devastating to Old Bridge.
And there we go. We can see it on the screen there.
Yeah.
So what ends up being inside the 10 at about the 7 is going to be probably going to be at the 22 if it's a personal foul.
Yard.
Yeah, so it should be the 22, 23-yard line.
Very uncharacteristic of an Old Bridge team.
Yeah, and I don't know if you do know much about the head coach.
Nope.
Matt Donahue. Yeah, I don't know too much about.
I know that's an Old Bridge name. I know I think he was part of Lanza Mufara's. Mispronounced his name. I'm a big fan of his staff.
All right, so here's Tropiano from the shotgun. They're going to give it up the middle, and there's not been much there. Old Bridge has the ball, but they're saying he was stopped down there, Bennett.
Yeah, he tried to steal it out of his hand. Remember, Jimmy Varick did that against North Brunswick in the game?
Yeah.
Won the game.
I saw him a couple weeks ago. He was in the stands I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but I'll run into him occasionally.
When I see him, I always remind him that and the game against Sayreville when he had like
200-something yards rushing, right?
I got to look that up.
He was a nice player, tough player.
And he had a great career at Monmouth University when they just started football.
All right, so Bears lose about 4 or 5 on the play. Tropiano,
he
had
arm.
him. Yeah,
he went at it with short arms. You have to go up after that ball. Who was that, 11?
That was Hernandez, Ethan Hernandez.
He's in. That was 11 or?
That was number 13.
Yeah, you got to go up after that ball. Yeah, you're going to get smacked. You're going to get smacked if you catch your own, so.
Yeah, actually number 11, who's been a nice part for both ways for the Bears, Marco Goodad is injured. He's on the side here. Oldbridge might have been off sides there. Tropiano, nice job stepping up. And let's see, there is a flag there.
Interception? Where's the flag? Oh, holding. That's that holding area, right?
Yeah, I guess it was picked off there.
But they're talking to
Oldbridge. So they want to decline that. So it's going to be Oldbridge ball.
Yep, so that's not how we want to start the second.
No. But you know what? It doesn't mean, the defense can step up here.
Yeah,
right?
they could create the atmosphere, and they have.
And the running back's back in for, I thought he would really hurt his knee, but I do see number 2 back for Oldbridge. So
you got some good eyes there, young Richard.
Yeah, that's Stephen Davies. So we'll see how he's moving. I would think they would want to give him a carry here early.
Would you give him a carry the first carry, or would you let it?
Yeah, I give him,
see what happens first.
Give him the carry. Let's see. Oh, they're not going to anything.
And we got.
And that's Derek Christie got the ball back.
Didn't I jinx the centers? Oh man.
You did. Well, think of the game Derek Christie has had here.
Yeah.
He's had a bunch of nice catches. He had the touchdown reception. He has the fumble recovery there. He's got a couple nice tackles.
Him and Bennett.
Bennett's had, a lot of guys stepping up. But
so we've had a lot of action in the first,
first
minute of a game, right?
We're
still at 11 minutes.
All right, so Bears get the ball right back. High snap. Derek Christie does a nice job falling on. Here's Tropiano in the shotgun. He's looking. He's got Bennett. Nice little combo route there with Conhardy and Bennett, and Bennett does a nice job, and Tropiano really one of his best throws of the night, I thought.
Oh yeah.
Led him perfectly.
Boy, they're just the inside defender is just given such a big cushion. And most defensive backs, their first steps are back 1 or 2, right? So.
Yep. Trips to the right. We're going to give it to Tajuddin, who has had a couple nice, runs. He's making some contact, getting a couple tough yards inside. So we'll get about 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 6. Bears have to get to about the 35-yard line.
I'm thinking Andy's thinking 4 downs now anyway.
I think so, yeah. All right, Tropiano from the shotgun. He's looking right. He's got Bennett. Bennett had a step there. I mean, listen, it's going to be a tough throw there. Not a big window, but he did have a step.
That's a hard timing throw there, right?
Yeah, he didn't have a ton of room.
So you got 2 downs to get 6, 7. Well, that's just going to keep whoever that is, 20, the outside defender there, conscious of that. Top of the screen.
Yeah,
we got a mismatch up there, the size.
Christie had a nice touchdown earlier on him, They're going to give it to Bennett. Bennett, he's going to have a chance here. He gets to the outside. Nice play.
Ooh, good fill.
Yeah. He had a chance here. He does get a couple good yards, though, because it's going to be 4th and 3.
He's tough.
So like you said, this is that in-between. Do you want to go for it here? Do you want to try to get an angle kick and push him back?
If you punt it out of the end zone, what do you gain? 20, 15 yards?
Yeah, but right, exactly. So they're going for it, which
And
I don't
build confidence. Build confidence in the kids, Coach.
All right, Tropiano, no backs. Gets rid of that. It's a tackle. It just might be, the ball. They're going to argue that it's uncatchable, Old Bridge.
Is there such a thing in high school?
I don't know. I think they're calling it anyway, though.
Well, that's what the coaches out there.
All right, let's see.
I have no idea. Again, he's 2 yards ahead of the line of scrimmage on the snap.
All right, we're
Major
waiting for the
discussion.
call.
That I can't even.
And we got the pass interference, so it's going to be first down for the Bears. So 4th down conversion. And that's a big gain here. Even on it, they're inside almost at the 20. They're down to the 23. And that's just not smart there. Guy,
No.
I don't know what the guy's doing there, tackling him there. You got to call it. So 4 wideouts down to this bottom side. Tropiano looks that way.
Move.
Yeah, threw it high. He was looking for number 27 for the Bears. That was Nate Charleston. And just overthrew him there. All right, so 2nd and 10.
Yeah, we don't see draws, we don't see screen. I don't think anywhere. That's just a thing of the past.
All right, Bennett's back there he's going to throw it to Bennett. Getting upfield. All right, gets 3.
Ball again?
Ball came out. Oh, no. All right, so a couple turnovers to start here for the Bears.
But we're moving the ball.
We are. Bears got 1, so 3 turnovers in not even 3 minutes here to start this 3rd quarter. I mean, the one good thing is they did flip the field here, so Old Bridge is starting from
25.
Yep, they're 21.
21.
All right, so we haven't seen number 2 yet. Stephen Davies with the ball because there was a bad snap for a fumble. Let's see if he gets it to see what he looks like. They're going to throw it. He's got a man wide open.
Oh boy.
Man. And he's not going to be caught.
Flag. Somebody. No. That's called from upstairs, right?
Yeah, he just ran past the coverage there. That's as simple as that. So we'll call that a 79-yard touchdown pass to number 6, Jaden Griffith, who showed really good speed. And, to be honest, a pretty easy throw because he did have so much space there.
What number was that scored it, Rich?
That was number 6, Jaden Griffith. So it was 79 yards from their own 21.
Tell you what, that wasn't a bad throw either.
That was a nice throw, yeah. All right, the extra point will put them up by that 9-point score, which is nice to have, just to have that cushion of a 2-score game, although there's plenty of time left. And that looks perfect.
Well, I'm telling you, this game's gonna go down to the wire, just the way it looks.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Bears kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit, and that's part of the game. That winning teams, you win the turnover battle.
All right. Speaking of winning teams, how about Coach Widmeyer and the girls tennis team? Currently 5-0, rated in the state. One of the favorites to win the GMC again and again. Our tennis program.
Yeah. How about the tennis lately, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they've always been very good, but I mean, just
every year we're contenders from the days of Pellegrino. And Robbie Chess. Then Coach Grant took over, Coach McInerney, Coach Mangino.
Yeah, it's been
Coach Grant.
Yeah, it's been a great program. All right, so here's the kick. It's going to be Bennett's going to come up all the way to about his 23-yard line.
Boy, is he tough.
Yeah, he's going to get up to the 35. So for the most part, Bears have had pretty good field position.
All right, you don't have to get it all in one shot, guys. The clock doesn't show you, but there's 8 minutes 43 seconds left in this period.
Yeah, a lot of action in just, 4 minutes, not even 4 minutes of play. 3 turnovers, a long touchdown play, a nice drive by East Brunswick until they turn the ball over, but there's been a lot of action here.
Pass interference play.
Yeah, on that 4th down, exactly. All right, here's Tropiano. Conrarty's in motion. He's going to fake it and give it to Conrarty. All right, he gets about 4. Or maybe call it 3 where the spot is. So 2nd and 7. Have to get to the 45.
You fake that to him, and you have the out guy do a stop and go. The defender thinks he's going to be blocking.
Yeah.
Touchdown.
Yep. All right, we got tripped. They're looking for Christie. This has been good.
There's a first down.
Yeah, and he drags number 3 for another few yards. So, that's been there most of the game. Good pass. Great job by Derek getting in position. And
you're setting him up for an out and up.
Yep.
Because if the guy bites, that's what upstairs is going to tell you. That out and up's going to be there.
And there's Hernandez in motion. They're going to give it to number 2. That was Farouk Tajuddin. Not much there. He maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, so we'll call it 2nd and 10. All right, so here we go. We got trips down to the bottom. Tajuddin in the backfield.
Look at that. You got 8, 9.
They'll give it right back to him. And, again, not too much doing there. It's going to be 3rd and about 8.
See, the thing is, he breaks one tackle and there's no one in front of him because there's no safety.
Yeah. Yeah, with all those wideouts, how they're kind of playing him and guarding him, there is a lot of room in that middle. We got Bennett, Conrarty, and Hernandez down to the bottom.
Look at the cushion, the inside guy and with that number 4.
He dropped it. He kind of patted the ball looking to throw it and then just dropped it out of his hand. So Bears will be forced to punt here.
Yeah, definitely got a punt.
Yeah, surprised Bears did a couple runs there on that down, but that might have been something there. He just dropped the ball. So Bears, let's see if they can have some good punt coverage here. They got to get someone in.
This is our first punt.
That's the first one I remember.
We got to get one of those Australian punters up here, Rich.
Ooh, he's down. He put a knee down. You got to be aware of that.
Oh, good job, Richard.
Yeah.
That's why Donald. That's why Bags hired you, man.
Yeah. That's one thing you got to remember. It's tough to remember, a little bit, but you're going down for that ball. You want to try to bend without putting your knee down. Obviously, you want to get the ball, right? If you have to put your knee down, it's better than letting it go by, but you want to try to crouch down so your knee doesn't touch, because once you catch it and your knee hits, it's down where it is. So
all right, we need to stop here, guys. Not necessarily just down, but this possession.
All right, still haven't seen Davies with the ball. Let's see if this is his first carry to see what that knee looks like. Nugent's still out there. We got number 6 down in the slot here, Jaden Griffin, who had that touchdown from this spot earlier for that big 79-yard touchdown. So you want to make sure to keep him in front. They're going to give it to the guy in motion here, and Christie with a nice tackle for loss. He's having a great game. That was number 1 for Old Bridge. That was Xavier Diaz, but that's going to be a big loss. That's a 5-yard loss.
That was a disaster from the beginning.
Yeah, and it's part of, he's in that end position, Derek Christie, so they want him to not come upfield and hold that edge, but he did a great job of that, did his job, and he was there when that guy came in motion.
Got to get a little excitement here now in defense. You know, the crowd, the Bear Den.
All right, Griffith's got some room again.
Oh boy!
And Bennett came over, but Bennett came over and picked it off. So he did have room, but Bennett had enough depth to come over and get that ball. The only problem, I mean, it's great. The only problem is Bears will start from about their own 2, but great job by Bennett there.
Kid's having a great game.
I think it was Nick Spadafino. I can remember in practice in my safety position, he would always yell at me, "Get depth, Rich," you know, because I always like to come up and kind of come in on the tackle and make, you know. So Bennett did a good job of that. He got depth and read it.
He went from one side of the field to the other.
Yeah, and a lot of times, listen, if you're in that true free safety position, you're reading that quarterback's eye. So you kind of see him look over there. You start coming over there. That's why they tell quarterbacks, don't be looking where you're going to throw it first.
Exactly.
Look those safeties off.
That's a big NFL thing. The broadcaster and the analyzers.
Already in motion. They've run that play a few times. I would have liked to see him cut that up there instead of going outside. I think he could have got a few more yards, but they do give themselves a little bit of breathing room. You just want to get a few yards there, so they do get themselves out of that, you know, inside the 5. They get to the 6, so it's going to be 2nd and 4. They got to get to about the 12-yard line. Let's call it, yeah, second and 6, I'd say. We got 3 receivers down to the bottom. Derek Christie's in that tight end position. Ooh, good tackle. Real good tackle there. I didn't see who that was. That was Tajuddin.
Yeah, the timing was off. I think it was, I jinxed both centers already. I think it was a low snap. Yeah,
so this, you know, if East Brunswick, you'd like to try to at least get a first down here. You want to get out of that. I know they had earlier in the year a blocked punt kind of in this area. Yeah, that might have been a neutral zone here. They're going to call it. That helps. That's going to make it a 3rd and about, you know, a long 1, a short 2.
Boy, that just, as a defensive coach, head coach, right?
Oh, man. Yeah, so now Bears get that ball to the 12. They're going to have a first down, so they're just past the 10, so it's about a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, all we need is a first.
I wouldn't mind once in a while put Vito in the under center and let him just fall 2 yards. Did he go again? Did they go again? They did. And I don't know if that's Vito.
Oh, what, he got a hard snap?
Right, a hard count there. I know he claps a little bit there for the, you know, where sometimes where they want the snap, but that's not the first thing where the ball gets snapped. So maybe give Vito some credit there.
Oh!
Yeah, that's one of those. Listen, the guy read it.
Up.
Yeah. I'm the wide receiver. I say thanks a lot, right? when they throw that one, I've had a couple of those where you go, thanks. But, you know, you have to, as a quarterback, you get rid of it quick. You don't always see that the guy is going to come off there and make that hit.
And the clock's moving. There's 3 minutes to go in this period. Still plenty of time. What do we got here?
Timeout, Oldbridge. George, that last pass was incomplete.
Okay, so there's a timeout. Let me go now. Boys cross country.
What do you want?
It's funny now. The old days of dual meets are out the window. Now it's all about these big invitationals, and I say that in a positive. Enormous invitationals where you're running against the best teams in the state, and we've been doing very well, you know. And then they just gear up for the conference tournament. There's a division race to determine the champion. One day they all run together, then weeks later the conference.
Now what happens with this weather, like this weekend, if you have something? They do.
I would imagine they would for the safety.
Right, especially if there's any lightning or any of that stuff. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Tropiano, he's got, ooh, that's got to be a flag, I think. I know you have a right for the ball, but also, the other guy has a right for the ball as well, and I think that he got there a little early.
Came over there.
Because, listen, I do agree where, listen, you have a right for the ball, but I think maybe he got a little bit early with that, too.
So you know what? I'm waiting for the replay on TV.
Yeah.
George.
Can we do that, Pags? Can we get the replay?
Complete.
So we got
3rd and 10. Oh, great pass by Tropiano.
Look at this.
Let's see if he can outrun
He got
him
it.
here.
He's gone. He's gone.
And no flags on the play. And I think I'm going to say that was from the 15-yard line.
Oh, we got a penalty for celebration.
Oh, man.
Maybe it's for something else, but it looks like it was for celebration. And is that on the extra point? Or
I think they might have the choice. I think. I don't know. So we'll say 85-yard touchdown pass to number 13. Ethan Hernandez. Great pass by Tropiano because he threw it before he even turned.
What'd you say, 85?
85
Well,
yards.
it didn't make the record books. Our Mr. Yanazzo has the record with 95 yards. I was at that game.
Can that be confirmed?
Yep, he'll confirm it for you.
I said when he was AD, he didn't get into the records.
Nope, definitely.
No, just kidding.
Nope, definitely 95. I was at that game. Then remember Timmy O'Sullivan? He was a track star for Mr. McAvoy. He is 93.
Okay.
And Kenny Weinrob, remember from 2000?
Okay.
He had one. He was a backup kind of, but he had 89 yards.
Okay. I know Greg Kohlheim had a long run. I don't know if that's the
no,
record.
This is the longest with a pass.
Okay. Do we have the longest run? I remember Greg Kohlheim when we played had against Edison.
I'm going to check
about a 90-yarder, I'm going to say.
Okay. Varnell Johnson.
Okay.
99 yards from Cherokee. I was at that game.
Okay.
Kohlheim 94 versus Edison.
See? I remember that, and I haven't looked at that in years.
Lenny Beleza, class of 81-86. And for the old-timers, how about this name? Ronnie Shabaro.
Okay.
Grew up there on Mansfield Avenue.
Did he?
86 yards in 1968.
Wow.
How old were you in 1968, Rich?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a great record book here.
And I think we got a cramp here by the way they were kind of looking here.
And how about we go with Coach Patera and the girls volleyball team, currently 6-0 undefeated, waiting for big showdowns with Monroe and Old Bridge for the division title, and then the conference championship. It'll be among those three schools, and then certainly then the states start, and that's a whole different animal.
Yeah.
The states. But good luck to the Coach Patera, and I'll talk about Coach Murray and the gymnastics team. Have been state champs. They're 2-0, and on the third, coming up, they're going to go against Scotch Plains.
All right, this extra point here. Let's see, Bears can cut it to 2. All right.
Here we go.
And that's a good sign by Nick Maroon because, if this stays the score like this, a field goal could be important. So that looked good right there. So nice answer by the Bears.
Great answer. Great play. Very exciting.
All right, and you can kind of see it now on that sideline. We just had a nice shot of that by our camera crew showing the sideline. We also have to give a lot of credit, too, for Coach Rosner and those varsity cheerleaders. We see them down there, every game out here, no matter what the weather.
And they do the dance at the halftime. They're really athletic, and cheerleading has gone from just cheerleading to dance and gymnastics in there. They do a great job, and I know they work.
And they're doing those push-ups right now. So.
Oh, yeah, for every score.
Yeah.
Someday the cheerleaders are going to be mad at the person who invented that or started that rule.
They had something, I think, in college where some teams did that. There was a game first week. You know, sometimes they have those games where it's not competitive. I think it was like 83-7 or something. Yeah. So the mascot had to do it, and they did a whole thing on it. It was pretty funny.
Oh, cool.
All right, here we go. So Bears.
So there was no celebration, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I did see the flag, but. All right, here's Maroon. He's going to kick it deep. This is a guy I wouldn't, try to kick it away from.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Yep.
Oh, no, don't happen to me. Flag. Give me a flag.
No. Yeah. He's a guy that he gets a little bit of space ahead of steam. You're, not many guys probably that we see can catch him.
You just score big, and you're pumped up, and you go flying down on the, and you get out of your lanes. You get so excited, you want to make a big hit, and you just lose that.
Yeah.
That teamwork. Hey, here's my lane. I'm breaking down at the 35 or 40.
And we'll call it about an 80-yarder, probably a little bit less, but he caught it somewhere around that 20. And that's his second touchdown of the quarter. He had a 79-yard pass catch. So he has this one with 2:46 left, and this is a big one again. We keep saying this on these extra points because this will put them up 9 if he's able to make it. Pretty good snap and good height on that one.
Yeah.
All right, so back up by 9, 30-21 now. It's a pretty fun game if you're, not a fan of either team, just coming out to watch a football game, especially this third quarter. Think of all the action we've had.
Okay, so here's your next trivia question.
Okay.
Because we hit all our cheer teams. We did gymnastics, cross country, boys and girls, and cheerleading. Okay, longest kickoff return for a TD.
Kickoff return.
I know you coached one of these, I think, in baskets.
Okay, that's a good hint.
One was Varnell's cousin. I was at that game down in Cherokee. Eric Phillips.
Okay, yeah.
1991.
He was a good athlete, Eric Phillips, because he played basketball as well.
Right, and Bobby Mineta had a 93.
Okay.
Our man Lamming, I remember him.
Yeah.
And Tucci, the quarterback, had a 93-yard return against South Brunswick in 09.
Wow.
All right, back to the game.
All right, let's see here, and they're going to kick it deep. Good one to Bennett, back at his own 6.
Now Bennett will return it. But it got a heck of a return.
Yeah, good return. He took it from his 6 to out to about the 32, 33-yard line. All right, so if I'm right, this quarter, and we still have 2:36 left, we've seen 3 turnovers, 2 by the Bears, 1 by Old Bridge. We have a 79-yard pass catch from Griffin for Old Bridge. We have an 85-yard touchdown pass from Tropiano to Hernandez, and then Griffin gets around an 80-yard kickoff return, and we still got 2:36 left here.
There's a lot of defensive coaches being saying, what the heck is going on?
All right, we got Hernandez in motion. They're going to give
Look at this.
There you go. And the ball popped out, though. But he got Look at this. Conradi picks it up and ends up getting them to the 30-yard line. Can you imagine that? Imagine this?
Add that to your third quarter.
Jeez.
Somebody's hurt.
Yeah, that was he's kind of the game I saw too. This is number 2, Tajuddin. He seems on a lot of. It looks like he's pulling for a cramp, but I don't know if he's playing with an injury or something. But I know the last couple games, he kind of comes up after each play like something's bothering him. He's been doing that a little bit this game, but this one looks maybe more like a cramp, and we got a great athletic training staff out there to take a look at him.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like cramp. Boy, what a list of unique things going on in this third quarter, huh?
Yeah, you
Talk
don't
about
see this in a
exciting.
game, right? A lot of this stuff. All right, he popped up like he's good, so he can't. I don't think he can. Well, yeah, because it's not a timeout. He's got to come out at least to play because they ain't call a timeout. So
Wasn't there an NFL player that every tackle he'd get up and limp with, like a Gale Sayers or Mike Garrett, one of those old timers?
yeah, possibly. I know.
I got to check with some of the old timers about that. There was a running back that always looked like he was never
Right.
going to play again.
Right.
All right,
All
2
right.
minutes to go in
Yeah.
the third.
All right, Bears in good striking position to score. Tropiano looking left. Oh, that's bad. That's interference. There you go. Number 22 just pushed Derek Christie when, he was running across there. So that's going to be pass interference. And then the problem with that for Old Bridge is it's a 3 or 4 yard route, and it's going to be marked off
15,
15.
right?
Yeah. So that really hurts. So they're going to be to their own about 15. They should go down to a 16-yard line, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to go right down to the 15. Actually, even a little bit inside that. So just not a smart play.
That's got to be about their fourth.
Yeah, a lot of. Yeah, they've not been too disciplined. I like Christie down on the bottom again.
He pushed off.
Yep, but you know what? It's going to be a touchdown. He got one. Oh, I thought he maybe got a foot. I'm going to say it from here, right?
Yeah, you could tell from here. No, there's no doubt in my mind he got it down. That was the pass they tried earlier in the game, remember?
Yeah.
Got a mismatch on the height. He just threw it up in the air.
We're going to get our staff here to take a look at that later and tell us, because we could get maybe a close-up or something. But, with those two, you want to maybe start the where you come off a little bit more to give yourself a tiny bit more room.
Good call on that, Andy. That lob.
Yeah, I like it. I'd like giving him a chance down here in this red zone area. All right, they're going to give it to Bennett. Bennett's got some room up there in the middle. Good, tough run. We'll take 5. Gets inside the 10. So, this is, again, I think this is, you got to be thinking, listen, a field goal.
Field goal makes it interesting.
Inside, right, but at the same time, if it's a 4th and really short, it's tough not to go for it and try to get that 6 here. I would have everyone down on this side. I keep Derek alone. I'd still look for that. Let's see what they run here. They got Tropiano with Bennett in the backfield. Oh, no.
What are we knowing about?
Well, they had a guy that was starting to go in motion for the Bears, and then another guy. Ball came out, but I think it might have came out late.
All right, if I'm East Brunswick, I'm kicking the field goal because now you're down what?
Yeah, you'll be down 6 if you make it.
So you need a score.
The thing, too, Old Bridge, they were complaining about it, but they stopped playing there, That's the thing I hate the most as a coach. Just let the ref.
So you're down 6, get the field goal, you're winning.
All right, what do we got here?
Timeout. Let's talk about it. Okay. All right. So, Coach Whalen.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Well, let's look here.
We got 4th and 4.
Yep. Let's talk about it here. So, the ball's about at the 10, so it's about a 7-8 yard off from there. So it's going to be a 28 yarder. I think Maroon shown.
Yeah.
He's going to make
that,
that right. Now.
So you're down. You kick a field goal. It's 24. A touchdown, extra point. You win the game. You're ahead. You go for the score and you get your touchdown. And then you just need a field goal.
Right. Yeah. Unless there's something here, you really like something here. You have a play in your back. The one good thing you don't score. Old Bridge is pinned back a little bit. And, you know, Andy's going to be aggressive here. Listen,
I said early.
I would go for it here.
Kids.
I would go for it here. Now, this is, you know, what are we going to call here?
Olbridge is going to jump off sides.
Hey, listen, you can do a hard count. East Brunswick got 2 before with Vito.
Well, look at this. They got stacked receivers here on the bottom. Now he's got Bennett out here isolating. Everyone's over on the right-hand side.
I don't like this, though.
It's a screen pass.
Yeah, you know, and then the tough thing with that is, you know, you do have the blockers
Short
there.
side of the field.
Not only that, but you're asking a guy to catch it. You're not past the line already, so you're hoping that he can make a play. And nothing, not that Logan can't do that, but you're putting him, you know, in a tough spot there. Plus, because you bring all those guys over, you also bring those defenders there. And like you said, it is that side of the field. So
you put Bennett wide left, let him go catch it one-on-one. I'll knock the guy over. Game over. 34 seconds left in the half. Quarter again. The end of the third. Bears are.
All right, now, hey, listen, defense now, and then you got to, you know, got to get him off the field. And here's the first carry by number 2 since he's been back, and nice tackle there by.
He got around what, 5?
Yeah, that was number 14, and number 32.
Oh no, it's looking at the wrong yard marker. He's not going to snap it, I don't think.
Yeah, that was Felix Munoz with
or
a nice
maybe.
play. Yeah, I don't think they will. I mean, there's no rush if you're Oldbridge here. You're just going to take it to the 4th quarter. Time is your friend now for Oldbridge. Not that you're stalling, but you have a 2-score lead, and you know, there's no reason to rush.
Okay, so let's think about this game. Okay, now then after today, the Bears, then they go into the Big Ten. They go to Sayreville. They go to Piscataway. They're home with North Brunswick, and then they go to Peaburg.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a foursome. There's a power foursome game.
Yeah, and look, you're right. You're the 3 of the 4 are away. They've had a lot of home games here. That makes it tougher. You know, it's a tough schedule.
Mm-hmm. Sayreville's playing better. I think their running back.
They have a really good running back. Yeah, you know.
Peeway is beating up on people. They're on their way back to being the old Peeway.
North Brunswick held this Oldbridge team to 2 points in the game they played. I mean, Oldbridge played them tough for a good part of that game until they pulled away. But, you know, and that's a tough one. And then obviously at Phillipsburg.
Yeah, that's they're rated in the state.
And here we see, too, the band here. Mr. Knopp here on the TV. Let's give them.
Okay, good job, band.
Yeah, a lot of credit. They, you know, the atmosphere that East Brunswick has when you come to a game. They definitely.
One of the few that still have their band at the home games. You know, they're always there. Good job by our director.
And who's that guy in the pink shorts on the track? We got to take a look at him.
I'm gonna see that in a minute.
All right. Let's see if we can see that guy for a minute when we get a chance. That guy, who's that guy in the pink shorts? We know that guy, right?
That is.
I'm not going to tell you. We know he's a phys ed teacher at Memorial.
Is that Tony Alexander?
That's Tony Alexander. Always doing the fashion statement there, Tony.
Good job, Tony. Lose the shorts, buddy.
All right, this is a big.
Third and 4, 3rd and 3.
I'd say 3rd and 4 here.
They changed, and I don't know why. Now they're in the huddle, then they're jogging out where they were boom, 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 that first drive. But, look at the wide out here on the slant, and how you going to stop that, Coach? You can't stop that.
Ugh.
What? Wait, he didn't. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
You got someone that wide. You can't stop with that cushion.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
I remember we would have that. I'd be screaming at Coach Tardif or Borden, throw to Flanagan over the middle. We got the best quarterbacks in the state. They're wide open. But sometimes they're like Woody Hayes. They don't want to. They don't want to throw that ball.
Listen, yeah.
Look at the cushion. He's 10 yards. You run the inside guy off.
And I think we're going to see Old Bridge the rest of this game really take every second they can off the clock. You know, they have up 2 scores. They're going to run the ball a lot. And, you know, listen, I would be.
It's a lot of time, though, Coach.
Yeah, hey, I get it. But if you're churning out yards, you're running the ball, you're taking time off. You know, and the big thing is you're up 2 scores here.
Right.
You know, so that. You know, I think they're.
Yep. You're a basketball guy. You're going to hold the ball. No, you're going to go. You're going to shoot the 3. You're going to play D. You're going to apply pressure. You're not.
Well, when we coached girls for a while, we said if we could hold teams under 40, we had a chance to win. Yeah. So we were, you know, we were smart with the ball, but.
And you did. And
yeah.
You did.
All right, so here we go. Bears second and about 6. See if they send some guys in here. Here's a quarterback using his legs. We haven't seen too much. I was expecting to see a little more of that coming in.
I guess maybe they're afraid of him getting hurt.
Yeah, because, you know, whenever you see they're throwing the ball a little more, but when you see he's their leading rusher for the season, too, you know that he's able to run the ball.
Well, the only way they're going to throw the ball if they see – I don't know what they're going to see.
Yeah, if you see, you know, obviously number 6 is a guy East Brunswick's got to be aware of. He's had 2 big plays this.
Why throw the ball?
Yeah, you don't need to unless, like you said, you see something. You just keep the clock moving.
How about that? You can push the runner now. That's a crazy rule.
We want to see those Bears, too, defensively try to go after that ball as well, you know, so especially when you have a big group, you know, you're holding them, those other guys go in and get that ball.
Right. The one guy holds them up, everyone goes after the ball.
All right, so we're closing down on about 8 minutes here in this 4th quarter. Old Bridge needs, you know, to keep possession, keep the Bears off the field. Bears are trying to get a stop here or get the ball. They want the ball back. They need 2 scores here. And they're taking every second they can smartly.
The ref's not even giving them that count. That's the guy in the.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
High snap, a good job holding it. So it's going to be just short of the first down. So it's going to be 3rd and inches here on where the spot is. That was Davies who came back in the second half and, you know, looks pretty good. We were concerned maybe that.
Where's the ball?
It's just short of the.
They're going to do a measurement. Oh, boy. No, I got it being short.
Yeah.
I can see it from here. They don't have to do that.
Tell them.
Yep.
We'll call down. Yeah, that's definitely short. I mean, pretty easy to see, I think.
Now, is this
where this guy has it, it's short.
Is this a timeout or is this
when they said his own, they wanted to get the chain out here, I think. That's what I saw. They're looking for where the little marker thing is.
Len Pazenko used to tell me that he whenever he got tackled, he'd always move the ball up like a foot. 6 inches, 8 inches, and the refs would only move it back half of that.
Yeah.
Quarterback sneak, that's a thing of the past too, right?
Yeah,
I mean the under center quarterback sneak.
Although I think what game did I see there was a touchdown. Someone from the other team scored on one. He kind of just pushed. And he's going to be short by about half of a football, looks like, from where we saw it. There's no way.
Oh my goodness!
They moved the. Wow.
Well, wait, now they're changing it? Maybe the lines are crooked.
Wow. Well, there was all confusion. They put that little marker on the
Right.
the side, like the 50-yard line or
Right.
whatever. To I don't know. I did that. That was one of my jobs
I had
at
you- did I have
college.
you do
No,
that?
in college at Moravian, I was a chain. I got
Big bucks for that.
yeah. It was like 10.
All right, let's get a stop here, guys.
All right, so Old Bridge clock. The clock is really the
Now the referee,
right
I
down
guess the
here
field
by
judge,
the 20 here.
he
You'll
puts
see him
his
to
hand
start
up and
doing
he-
a 5-second
Good.
count when there's 5 left.
or is it 10? I'm not sure, but
5. You'll see right here. His hands up. That's 5. Right. All right.
Smart move on that kid.
Yeah.
Is it 5 seconds?
I think they
Yeah.
start doing it with 5. I think that's what
I
someone
remember
had told
Marcus,
me one time.
Marcus Borden used to do that against Piscataway. He'd drive them nuts. It would reduce their touches on the ball.
And then you start getting anxious, right? When that, and then you start trying to do too much sometimes, and you can get big plays. Yeah, it's frustrating. I mean, look at the time here. We've got 6:30 left. And they're going to take every second they can here. I don't think they'll have to snap it till about 6:10 or under here. All right, they did a little earlier. All right, good play here. This is what the Bears needed here.
Right.
And that's about a 6-yard loss right there. Jeez, that's the one thing if you're Old Bridge. You look, it's 2nd and inches, and this ends up being a
Right.
3rd and 7.
Why going wide? Why go
Right.
wide?
Yeah. It's funny, when I do the games up here, I always make the right decision,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. Same as when I'm at home watching TV. I mean, Joe Torre used to call me all the time.
All right, so we got 3rd and 7.
All right, do you try to throw the ball?
This might be the time you do. I mean, listen, Drops back. He's going to, ooh. And those things you got to worry about, too, if that's a backward pass and it's a live ball. So that was, a little bit close to where that was, but that stops the clock, which is good for the Bears. And that's going to give the ball. I would think that Old Bridge would want to try to pin East Brunswick back here. I don't think you go for it. You give them great field position.
They got to punt. You don't go for the block, right? You go.
I don't think so. Yeah, they got Bennett back there.
So I still, they're going wide on that last play rather than straight.
Yeah, listen, that's at least, if anything else, it's 2.5 minutes off the clock. You're down to 3 minutes with that first down. Low snap. Oh, wow, he pulls it. Howard has enough speed. Look at this. And then we look at Bears get great field position.
Add that to your list.
Wow, I think 43 maybe. Listen, I'm saying it up here. I thought maybe he had a chance to kick that. It was tough to tell, but he wanted to make sure, and I guess that's better than getting it blocked and having East Brunswick, running in for a touchdown. So
add that to your list. Guy, the East Brunswick punter kneels down on the punt. Now we get a bad snap.
Yeah, listen, special teams with stuff, right? A lot of decisions were made. Kickoff return, like you said, the punt, the other punt.
Ooh.
Onside kick, East Brunswick tries early, didn't work out for him, but
It's going to be interesting. Well, picking the offense and defensive player from each team. I got my offense. Oh, we're offsides.
Got Christie there.
Look at this. Looked like the wide out on the top of the screen jumped.
And I wouldn't mind, listen, give him another shot here. Have him, you know, throw another one up just like you did earlier to him. He's going to go the other way.
Touchdown!
He's got a touchdown. You're right. And you can't do it any
slant.
quicker than that.
Holy Toledo.
15-yard reception there by Bennett. Another really good throw by Tropiano, right on target there. And now East Brunswick's going to go out for the extra point. That will get them within 3 to 2.
Field goal wins.
Yep.
Holy Toledo. What do we got an issue here?
We're just a guy coming in a little bit later, but want to make sure you got, this is a big one here.
Yep.
And plenty of time left, 4:51. They won about as quick as you could hope for. And
Right down the middle.
And that looks good. And it looks like maybe, I know it's windy. This is like if you could see me up here in the booth, this is like the 5th time papers flew out.
Yeah.
I've got the window open. You've got it closed, which people that know you know you'd have it closed.
The flag, though, is very still.
But I'm saying that it even looks, it looks like it's actually the way it got kicked, though, it looked like it had plenty on it. So I'm just trying to think for the field goal, if they do either way.
It is moving now. It is moving the flag.
And you see the big flag, the U.S. flag is kind of going that way a little bit. So that might be, you know, we gotta think about that.
Well, now Old Bridge is saying we can't make a mistake. They're all nervous.
Yeah.
They're not going to want to throw the ball.
Now I'll be very, very shocked if East Brunswick kicks it 6's way again. So let's not kick it to him on this one. And they got him back deep, number 6. That's Jaden Griffith. And they got the real deep man, that's number 2, Stephen Davies. So 2 guys and they're expecting possibly an onside. They have.
Yeah, I don't see that at all.
I don't see it at all either. They're going to kick it deep. Okay, all right. And the advantage to having those 2 rows up there, great kick there, because you hit that little zone where no one is and it bounces, and now Old Bridge is back.
Add that to your list of things.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you could look at this game. So listen, EB's right where they want it. Obviously, they want to be in the lead, but they're in a good position here. 4:49 left. Bears down 2. East Brunswick, I believe, has 2 timeouts. They took the 1 timeout, right?
They used 1.
They used 1 for that 4th down play.
And then now, if Old Bridge, they could have taken 2 movement. It could be down to 3 something.
Right, that 2nd and inches, right where.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. High snap, but Davies, nice play there. Who's that? Is that Crosswitz? That's Crosswitz, number 32, comes up and fills that gap really nicely. He does a good job. He's only a sophomore. I like the way he plays.
Well, they got 2 or 3 yards only.
Yeah.
Maybe 2.
Maybe two there, so. Now, the thing I worry about here, if I'm defensively the Bears, is number 16 Nugent, you know, pulling one here where he keeps it, and
right.
You know, he's a guy you got to account for. So. They're still taking time, which you know.
Yeah, you're losing your momentum, guys.
Yeah, a little bit. So. And Bears are ready for that.
Yeah.
All right, just let them go.
I'll tell you what else about.
That's number 72 for the Bears. Let's give him some credit there. That's Elias Viscarello. And number 55 also, Sean Neves on the play. So what did they say about no gain with momentum? So it's going to be 3rd and 8. They got to touch the 34-yard line here. And now I'm thinking with Old Bridge with the time, I know but like you said, the momentum, I mean, you know,
Oh,
Bears might score and you don't have any time left now.
They just let the Bears take it right to them here.
And they better hurry up too. I think this clock is running
Where is
down.
the
They're
guy?
taking it down on the bottom here.
There he goes.
Yep. All right, you just watch his legs. Step up. Step up. Oh man.
No way. Are you kidding me?
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's got it easy. Unfortunately there.
You called it.
No, listen. Yeah.
You called it. It was the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
You called it.
All right, now you got to think Bears. All right, there's 2:45 left, right? Now you want to start using your timeouts if you're the Bears here. Little deflating, but there's still plenty of time here. Old Bridge is going to take some time. All right, and we got the count.
No!
It was a high one. Good play there by Conradi, keeping containment, and there's Krostowitz, another nice play. I would be thinking timeout here from the Bears, and Coach Steinfeld does call that. So 2:04, lost about 2 or 3 on the play. So Bears do have one timeout left.
And you don't need a touchdown.
No, that's listen. That's the good thing.
See
here.
the way I figured that out with my math there.
Now you're talking as a coach here. Obviously, you're talking
Go
about
ahead.
stuff. I think one thing you're talking about, obviously, the quarterback with his legs. You're also talking about penalties, right? You don't want any, not that you're going to do this late hits. Be careful with the face man, all that type of stuff, right? That's just a killer because right now,
And
with one timeout left, they get a first down.
Right.
The game's over right
And
here.
then what you got to do, if I'm over it, I'm saying keep the ball in bounds, 2 hands on the ball. They're
Exactly.
going after the ball.
Yep.
Defensively, you're saying go after the ball.
Yeah, if you listen, obviously, if you can get that.
And
now.
grab the guy and let someone else steal the ball.
And you hate to say this, but I would be totally shocked at any point on this drive where Olbridge throws it.
Oh.
I think they'll have the quarterback maybe roll out, but he's going to keep it.
Yeah.
Listen, he could do it, but
Stay in bounds.
yep, and be aggressive here and expect them to run the ball here. All right, and there's their quick guy here. All right, not bad. I mean, you got a little bit of room, but not too much. It's going to be about a 6-yard gain, so it's going to make it. Is that an injury for a Bears took? Oh, Oldbridge.
Oldbridge timeout?
Wow.
No, he called it the other way.
Okay, I was going to say.
Yeah, there's only 6 officials. There's not enough out there to get that straight.
I was saying, wow.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being on the officials.
All right, so we got a third and about, let's call it 7, right?
Okay, so you let it run down.
Well, listen, if you're Oldbridge here, I think you do sort of a similar play you ran. You have the wide side of the field. He's a lefty. You roll him out. You obviously, you give him some guys to throw it to, but you say you better be sure if you're going to throw it where someone's open, but if not, use your legs. So I think if you're East Brunswick, you're looking for something like that. Derek Christie's a big guy on this play because he's probably going to be a guy they're going to try to pin down a little bit. So he's want to try to get outside containment to get him to cut it back up.
Absolutely.
So let's see if they do that. But I wouldn't be shocked.
They're
And number
going
6
left.
is a guy, too.
They're going left. Look at this. Flag. Give me a flag. Give me a flag. So why wait to now to run your quarterback?
Yeah.
And I believe you're telling me that he is the leading rusher.
Yeah.
Are they going to have to punt?
Yeah, this is it. East Brunswick's out of timeouts. So with how the time goes, you're.
Well, what is it? Was it 30 seconds? Rich, 30,
I think
25?
by the time they spot it, I think it's 25. So if you do the math.
What's he doing? Well, they're in that what they call a victory formation. See, what I would do is don't take a knee right away.
Yeah, you can take a couple seconds.
Where's the ref? I can't even find him.
Well.
Wow, it was exciting.
Yeah.
That third quarter will be one of the 8, well, the whole game, one of the ages. I was really impressed with the Bears. Kept coming back. The great receivers. Good defense. Quarterback had a nice game.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you hate saying this, but this game because you want to win. But East Brunswick did a lot of good things and probably did enough against other teams to win, but just fell a little short. And you could see, especially these seniors on the Bears, one they really wanted to get.
All right, so. They're going to do the ceremony. For years, this Battle of Route 18, there's a team trophy that gets awarded to the championship team. It gets displayed in the trophy case. Then there's an MVP, offense and defense of both teams. It used to be donated by Spadafino Chiropractor. Now I think it's both PBAs, and it's a really, really impressive trophy.
Okay, and we're back here. We're going to do the presentation here of the Battle of Route 18 trophy to the winning team, which was the Old Bridge Knights, and then we're also going to make the announcements for both the offense and defensive MVPs of the game for both teams. So we can see that they're setting it up here.
We can see the PBA members out there ready to present. It's a great tradition. I'm big on traditions. This is a tradition for 20-something years. Really, really, really cool.
The Old Bridge Police Department and the East Brunswick Police Department, both PBAs, have donated awards to the offensive and defensive players of the game in each of the township high schools. We would like to thank East Brunswick, the Police Department from Old Bridge and East Brunswick, not only for awards tonight, but for all they do for both of our communities. And now for the players of the game. The East Brunswick offensive player of the game is Derek Christie.
Okay, so we have Derek Christie here. You can hear Kevin McAvoy announcing it. Well-deserved, great game by Derek.
Be interesting to see the history of people. Did you win this?
I didn't know. Thanks for bringing it up.
The defensive player of the game for East Brunswick is Ryan Bennett.
Okay.
He had a great game offensively and defensively. Yeah, very impressed with that young man.
Yep, so that's Ryan Bennett, number 22 for the Bears.
I remember Goodzak's, Salaminis used to win this.
Yeah.
I think Mariski run it, Ducci.
Jaden Griffin.
All right, Jaden Griffin had a couple real big plays for Old Bridge in that third quarter. He had the 79-yard touchdown reception and then had the about 80-yard kickoff return. So really,
It's tough to say no to that.
Yeah.
I'd like to mention that athletic director Dan Domino from Old Bridge is here and his support of this game and the ceremony, and certainly the athletic director of East Brunswick, Frank Malta, all the work they put in to make this tradition happen.
Yep, and that was CJ Fortunas for Old Bridge. And then I think they got the team trophy here, which actually, so I didn't get the trophy, but we did win this my first year in '95. So the original ones, we did get to hold up this trophy.
I think I voted for you, Rich. Someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've really dominated.
All right, so that will kind of conclude the game for tonight. A lot of good things moving forward for East Brunswick. We talked about the one thing that's a little tough for East Brunswick is that schedule is not easy. We will be back here one more night, weather permitting, when the Bears host North Brunswick in a couple weeks. But really good effort by East Brunswick. Some things to build on there. So final score here, Battle of Route 18, Old Bridge 30, East Brunswick 28. For Frank Noppenberger, I'm Rich Whalen. Have a great night.